You've been calling yourself lazy for months, but let me throw something at you. What if laziness isn't the problem at all? What if you're not lazy, you're just disconnected, chasing goals that were never really yours in the first place? Sounds a bit dramatic, right? But stay with me, because this might explain more about your life than you realize. See, people love to say, just be motivated, as if motivation magically appears when you clap your hands 3 times like Peter Pan. But here's the truth. No one likes to admit. Motivation isn't something you summon out of thin air. It's not Red Bull in your bloodstream. It's alignment. It shows up when what you're doing actually matters to you. And when it doesn't, your body taps out long before your brain figures it out. It always begins small. You hit snooze once, then again, and suddenly it's noon. Calls missed, text ignored, friends ghosted. You say you're just tired, but deep down you know it's more than that. It feels like your brain has checked out on you. You're binge-watching shows you don't even enjoy, scrolling endlessly, waiting for something, anything, to shock you back to life. And the worst part is, you know you're wasting time. You feel it in your gut, but you can't stop. You sit there frozen, whispering to yourself, why can't I just do the thing? You've read every productivity hack on the internet, watched so many tutorials you could launch your own channel called Time Management for Zombies, yet nothing sticks. And that's because the real issue isn't your discipline, it's your direction. You're sprinting full speed on a treadmill that leads nowhere. And when the guilt piles up, you start branding yourself lazy, unmotivated, a failure. Psychologists have a name for this. The self-blame spiral. You keep punishing yourself for not thriving in a system that was never designed for you. But here's the kicker. You were never the problem. You just didn't have a reason to stay consistent because the goals were never truly yours. Then something changes. Maybe it's a late night talk with a friend. You're venting and they drop one question that stops you cold. If money didn't matter, what would you spend your days doing? And suddenly, silence. Not because you don't have an answer, but because you've never really let yourself ask that question. That pause is the truth finally sneaking out. You're not lazy. You're uninspired. You've been walking someone else's path, living someone else's dream, and your body has been waving red flags the whole time. So you try something different. You stop forcing yourself to fix things. You stop screaming at yourself to get motivated. Instead, you get curious. You start asking gentler questions like, what makes me feel alive? What did I love as a kid? What would I still do even if nobody clapped for me? You journal not about goals, but about memories. You chase rabbit holes, watch random documentaries, pick up old hobbies. Some of it feels pointless until it doesn't. Then one day, it happens. A flicker. A quiet pull towards something that feels right, even if it makes 0 sense on paper. That flicker, that's your spark, your real compass. Here's the thing no guru screams at you on YouTube. Discipline without direction is just punishment. If your ladder is leaning on the wrong wall, climbing faster doesn't make you successful. It just makes you tired. Purpose is the difference. It's what makes effort meaningful. It's why you can spend hours working on something you love and barely notice the time, yet 5 minutes of doing something meaningless feels like torture. And once you find even a single thread of that purpose, the energy comes back. Not in a fireworks explosion, but slowly, naturally, like water finding its path downhill. Because now, you're not forcing yourself. You're following yourself. So no, you're not lazy. You're just exhausted from pretending to care about things you don't care about. And that's not a flaw. It's wisdom. It's your intuition begging you to stop living on autopilot. You don't need a new routine. You don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. with another influencer screaming at you about grind set. What you need is connection, curiosity, clarity, permission to choose your own path, and the trust that your energy will follow. Finding your purpose is step 1. Step 2, actually learning how to master it. And if you're ready for that, I break it all down in my next video, how to learn anything faster than anyone else. Go watch it. I'll see you there.